Hernandez. Fashini, Thompson, towards Cernak. Cernak! Izaka Cernak breaks the deadlock in the Big Blue with just a minute to go before half-time. First blood to the Navy Blues.
Well, this literally comes out of nothing. And Sydney just a little bit static. It's a fine strike in the end from Cernak on his left foot. It's just a throw into Hernandez. And it goes back to Fashini. And this isn't a good cross. But it lands at the feet of Thompson. Then there's a hesitation. He cushioned it for Cernak. They hesitated. And then whack. Little back lift. But he hits it sweetly. And Liam Reddy beaten at his near post.
Well, a great time to score from Melbourne Victory's point of view, an awful time to concede for Sydney FC, particularly the way they've played in this first half. As we move into added time, of which there will be 2 minutes, Izaka Cernak's first goal for Melbourne Victory. And how important could it be in the context of their season? Because it's been a nervy opening period by the home team, Robbie.
Very nervy. The flow of this game, the way it's been going, I dare say that, well, it'd be a brave man to say it's over. There's a long, long way to go.
Well, we've been here before, haven't we, with Melbourne Victory. Now is Boscard holding back Hernandez? He is. Srebre Deloski waiting for the advantage, which didn't accrue, and now he's going to book Pascal Boscard.
Well, that's what Hernandez does. He does well. He uses his body and leans into players, and he almost forces players to get very physical. It's like he tags with him. I think Boscard's saying that he was holding me as well. There you see he's holding him. It's clever. Maybe the referee's assistant missed that.
So Boscard's 6th yellow card of the season. And this is certainly an important moment for Sydney FC. They've played pretty well in this opening half, but they're a goal down. They certainly can't afford to go 2 down just before the interval. Hernandez whips it in. Boscard gets a touch. It drops for Fabio. Still with the Brazilian. Fabio going around the back. What a goal by Fabio! How did he squeeze that one in? Melbourne Victory leading Sydney FC by 2 goals to 0, and now Fabio has his first goal for the Victory too.
Well, haven't they turned it around? Wonderful play by Fabio in the penalty box. Sharp it. Again, Sydney just don't deal with that. It's not a good free kick in. Fabio picks up the loose ball, and Reddy comes out and that's Fabio's goal. I think it skims off Liam Reddy. He dives across. I think Liam Reddy's thinking that he's going to cross that, and he's gambled it. And Fabio, let's give credit where credit's due. I think he's seen that, and he's hit that with a bit of outside of the boot. Reddy's gambled for the cutback.
Well, what a hammer blow for Sydney FC. Bridge offside. They will feel the football gods are against them as the half-time whistle blows. Melbourne Victory have been second best for much of the first period, certainly in terms of possession. They created the better half chances, but 2 goals in 2 minutes just before the break. The first from Izaka Cernak and the second from Fabio means Jim Magilton is halfway to his first victory as coach of the Melbourne Victory. So Vitoslav Levitska with lots to do at half-time in the 23rd Big Blue at the break at Amy Park. It's Melbourne Victory 2, Sydney FC 0. Victory fans in good voice, hoping they're going to see a rare home victory today, and one that will perhaps reignite their finals chances. Such a key day in the race for the top 6. Well, Sydney are having a lot of the ball in the last 5 minutes. That's what you do with it, of course. Here's Carl. Nicky Carl. Is that a shot perhaps? Oh, and it's spilled by Kovic. Chance! And Bruno Casarin pulls one back for Sydney FC. An error by Ante Kovic. And they're back in the game, the Sky Blues. 2-1.
Well, Nicky Carl, as he operates on the edge of that 18-yard box, it's just a scuffed shot. He's actually trying to shoot. It's not a cross. He scuffs the shot, and then it's a regulation take, really, for Kovic, who just spills it. Casarin, as he should be, is on hand to pick up the pieces. It's an awful mistake by Kovic.
Well, try as they might, Melbourne Victory cannot keep a clean sheet. Now, how's the temperament? They've been here before the Victory. Twice this season, they have let slip a 2-goal lead. Still time for Sydney FC, but not much of it. Brady goes long, and that was a hand used clearly by Mark Milligan. Free kick for Sydney, dangerous position.
That's a great position. Jamison's put in some very good balls, one from identical to this position, one from a lot wider out and deeper.
I know it's all about the points, Robbie, but gee, Melbourne Victory have made it hard for themselves in this second half after having a huge confidence boost of those 2 goals just before the interval. Scott Jamison looking to attempt to try and get Sydney level here. Digs it in. There's a bit of a scramble in the box, and it's prodded in by Sebastian Ryle. Would you credit it? His first ever A-League goal against his old club, and Sydney FC drag it back to 2-2.
Well, again, it's a good ball in from Jamison. It's into that area. Look, it's flat. It's so difficult to defend. And you look at the Victory players there. There's a couple a little bit static, but Ryle just follows it in. It's just bounced, rebounded off a couple of players, and Ryle's just Johnny on the spot. There it goes in. I think it's Milligan that actually gets ahead to it first.
Question of offside, perhaps, at the free kick. Maybe. Well, it's an almighty scramble, and Sebastian Ryle, who's only been on the park for what, a minute, 2 minutes, scores the first goal of his career. What a place to score it, what a time to score it. And our Melbourne Victory to be denied again. They led 2-0. Still not finished. Brebner's header. Really makes the save, and really, Robbie, Victory, you'd have to say, have only got themselves to blame. Looks as though it's going to be another day of frustration for Melbourne Victory. That is confirmed. The boos ring out loud and clear around Amy Park. Jim Magilton still awaits his first win as Melbourne Victory coach. Honours are even in the 23rd Big Blue. But really, Melbourne Victory can only have themselves to blame. And what a script written for Sebastian Ryle to come on as a late substitute against his old club and score the equaliser. Melbourne Victory led, 2 goals from Isaac Cernak and Fabio, both their first for the Victory, but in the second half a familiar pattern emerged. Victory sat back, Sydney made all the running, they got one back through Bruno Casarin, and then Sebastian Ryle in the very last minute earns them a share of the spoils. Final scoreline, Melbourne Victory 2, Sydney FC 2, the 7th home draw that Victory have been involved in this season.